Love after 60 is not about proving anything anymore. It doesn't compete or chase attention, it simply arrives quietly and stays. Welcome to Love Physiology. After 60, I'm truly grateful you're here. Today we're opening an honest conversation about why some women leave a lasting mark on a man's heart long after the moment has passed. At this stage in life, what makes a woman unforgettable isn't her appearance, but how she makes him feel. Not charm, not status, but something deeper that reaches the soul and creates a sense of being seen, safe, and steady. These are the quiet truths most people never talk about, yet every man over 60 understands them deeply. If you've ever wondered what truly matters in love during these years, this is for you. Take a moment to like and subscribe to Wise Life After 60 for more meaningful insights. A man first feels drawn to emotional safety, a rare sense that he doesn't have to prove anything about his past, his strength, or his worth. After a lifetime of responsibility, when he meets someone who doesn't expect him to perform, he finally exhales. That feeling of peace, of simply being accepted as he is, softens something deep inside him and becomes the foundation of real connection. Then comes emotional aliveness, where a woman doesn't just bring calm, but awakens something long forgotten. It's not about excitement or youth. It's about presence, the way she listens, the way she sees the world, the quiet energy that makes ordinary moments feel alive again. In her presence, he reconnects with curiosity, joy, and a sense of wonder he thought he had lost. Emotional trust follows, not built in grand gestures, but in small moments where he speaks honestly and she doesn't turn away. At this age, a man carries unspoken stories, regrets, and fears. And when he finds someone who listens without judgment or the need to fix him, something shifts. Trust grows slowly but deeply, and once he feels it, he never forgets it. Emotional admiration is another powerful feeling, not loud or exaggerated, but quiet and genuine. It's not about what he has achieved, but who he is. The way she listens, values his thoughts, and respects his presence reminds him that he still matters. It gives him a sense of dignity and connection that goes beyond words. Finally, there is emotional softness, perhaps the most powerful of all. After decades of staying strong, a man quietly longs for a place where he can rest, where he doesn't always have to lead or hold everything together. When a woman offers that space through warmth and acceptance, it creates a love that feels like home. In that softness, he finds peace, not pressure, not expectation, just calm understanding. Love after 60 is not about fairy tales. It is about feeling safe, seen, alive, respected, and at ease. These feelings shape whether a connection becomes lasting or fades away. When a woman brings these naturally into a man's life, he notices, even if he doesn't say it. He feels it, and more importantly, he remembers it. If this message resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe to Wise Life After 60, because sometimes the quietest truths reach us exactly when we need them most. Thank you for being here and for believing in the depth and beauty of love at any age. And yet, even after all of this, there is something many people misunderstand about love after 60. It's not just about feeling good in the moment, it's about what remains when the moment passes. Because at this stage in life, a man doesn't chase intensity. He pays attention to consistency. He notices how a woman shows up, not once, but again and again in small, quiet ways. The way she responds when he's silent, the way she carries herself when there's nothing to gain, the way she treats the ordinary moments that most people overlook. These are the details that settle into his heart without announcement. A man over 60 has lived long enough to recognize patterns. He's seen charm fade, promises break, and excitement come and go. What he looks for now is something steady, something real. Not perfection, but presence. Not constant excitement, but emotional reliability. And when he feels that a woman is consistent in her energy, in her kindness, in her way of being, something inside him begins to trust not just her, but the connection itself. There is also a quiet awareness that time is no longer endless. This changes how love is experienced. It becomes more intentional, more honest, more grounded. A man doesn't want to waste time pretending or playing roles. He wants something that feels true without effort, something that doesn't drain him, but restores him. And this is where many connections either deepen or slowly fade away. Because if a woman brings confusion, emotional distance, or unpredictability, he feels it quickly, not as drama, but as a quiet signal that this is not where he can rest. But when she brings clarity, calmness, and a steady presence, He leans in without even realizing it. It's not forced, it's natural. Another thing that becomes clear with age is the value of emotional independence. A man is drawn to a woman who has her own sense of self, her own peace, her own way of standing in the world, not because she doesn't need anyone, but because she doesn't lose herself in the process of loving. There is something deeply attractive about a woman who chooses connection, not out of emptiness, but out of fullness, who shares her life without trying to fill a void. That kind of energy feels balanced, and balance creates trust. It removes pressure and replaces it with mutual respect. And respect, at this stage of life, matters more than most people realize. It becomes the quiet foundation that holds everything together. Without it, even the strongest emotions begin to fade. With it, even the simplest connection can grow into something meaningful. There is also a subtle but powerful shift in how attraction is felt. It's no longer about being impressed, it's about being at ease. A man doesn't fall for the woman who tries the hardest, he feels drawn to the one who feels the most natural, the one who doesn't perform, doesn't compete, doesn't try to prove her worth, because her presence already speaks for itself. And in that presence, he finds something rare, a sense of alignment, where conversation flows without effort, where silence doesn't feel awkward, where being together feels lighter than being apart. This is the kind of connection that doesn't need constant reassurance. It simply grows, quietly and steadily. And perhaps one of the most overlooked truths is this: a man over 60 values peace more than excitement. Not because he has given up on passion, but because he understands that real connection is not built on intensity alone. It's built on how two people make each other feel over time. And peace, when it is real, becomes incredibly attractive. It creates a space where both people can breathe, can be themselves, can feel grounded without fear of losing the connection. In that kind of space, love doesn't feel like effort, it feels like alignment, like two lives moving alongside each other without pressure, without force, just understanding. And when a man finds that, he doesn't question it. He doesn't overanalyze it, he simply stays. Because deep down, he knows how rare it is. So if you're wondering what truly makes a connection last aft, and maybe that's what love after 60 truly comes down to, not chasing something new, but finally recognizing what feels right. A connection that doesn't confuse you, doesn't drain you, doesn't make you question your worth, but instead it steadies you, it softens you. It reminds you that even now, you are allowed to feel deeply and be loved gently. Because at this stage in life, love is no longer about proving anything to the world. It's about finding someone in whose presence you can finally rest, someone who sees you not just for who you were, but for who you are today, and accepts that fully, without condition. If you've ever felt that kind of connection, even for a moment, then you already understand how rare and meaningful it is. And if you haven't yet, don't lose hope. Because sometimes the most genuine connections arrive quietly when you least expect them and stay in ways you never imagined. So take your time, stay true to yourself, and never settle for anything that doesn't feel peaceful, honest, and real. If this message spoke to you in any way, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who might need to hear it, and subscribe to Wise Life After 60 for more reflections on love, life, and meaningful connection. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What does real love mean to you at this stage of life? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Thank you for being here, and thank you for believing that no matter the age, the heart still knows how to love. Or 60, it's not about doing more. It's about being real in a way that feels steady, calm, and true. It's about creating a space where both people feel at ease without trying, where love is not something to chase, but something to quietly grow into. And when that happens, it doesn't just feel right, it feels like home.